What is up, y'all? Philly Fly Show checking in here, kicking in Railway Production Studios, and we back for another week. On vacation this week, so it's kind of in some family matters, but kind of going to be a really quick show here. I'm going to literally rifle off a lot of these picks, especially on the prelims, because one, they're prospects. Two, this is an absolutely horrendous card for betting unless you really like taking a risk. And yeah, I got to get this thing done. Got to get it out. We got to get it out for you guys. And I just want to get some picks in because we do have a week off next week. No UFC next week. So this fight night is the last one since January. We've been on for 5 months stint of UFC fights every weekend. And since they switched to Paramount, it's what they wanted to do. So we're going to jump into the card here. It is UFC Fight Night Arnold Allen versus melquizael Costa. Gosh, his name is super hard for me to say. Costa and Allen's going to be a good matchup. It's a good main event, but the rest of the card is going to be a lot of prospects and stuff. So we'll jump into it. Match like 13 here is Shauna Banyan. It's a strawweight bout between Shauna Banyan and Nicole Kalari. Nicole's a negative 265 favorite, whereas Shauna is a plus 210 underdog. I have no idea how the odds makers have it at this one. Shauna Banyan's going to win that fight. I don't see Nicole Kalari coming in and doing much damage to Shauna. Shauna's too good on her feet, but not very good on the ground. So if it goes to the ground, Kalari might have a little bit of an advantage there. I don't know why I'm going into details. I said I'm rifling these off. Here's your small rifle off in your picks here. Match like number 12 here is a flyweight male division fight between Daniel Barraez and Luis Gurel. Luis is a negative 162 favorite, whereas Daniel is, Daniel is a plus 132 underdog. Look, man, both these guys are prospects who do not have good wins under their belts at all. So each one of them needs a win here just to stay on the roster. So I'm picking Gurel here, but I do not feel very confident on it. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. He can get his hand raised. Matchup number 11 is a strawweight female fight between Alice Alderline and Polyana Viana. Alice is a negative 210 favorite, whereas Polyana Viana is a plus 168 underdog. Polyana has not shown that she belongs in the UFC. She needs a win just to stay in the UFC on Saturday. Alice, on the other side, hasn't had a lot of UFC fights, but she has not showed up in almost all of them. She's got 1 win under her belt. Alice, I think, gets the win on Saturday, but I'm not very confident on it. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. She can get her hand raised. We go to match like number 10 here. We have seen this guy fight a bunch already within the last year. Cody Brundage versus Andre Petrosky in a middleweight bout. Cody's a plus 160 underdog, whereas Andre's a negative 200 favorite. Only advantage Cody has is he's got power in his strikes. He's supposedly a grappler who cannot grapple against these top tier guys. And Petrosky's not on the elite level, but on the good side of grappling. So I'm going to go with Petrosky here. I think he just out-grapples him and gets a decision win. I take that negative 200 catch to the bank, but it's only 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. He can get his hand raised. Matchup number 9 is a bantamweight female fight between Caitlin Verda and Jacqueline Calvacati. Calvacati's a negative 158 favor, whereas Caitlin Verda is a plus 130 underdog. Look, Caitlin is well-rounded. She's got some power in her strikes, but her gas tank is just not very, very good. Calvacati, on the other side, striking is her specialty, and she's got power in the strikes, and her gas tank does not give her issues. So I'm going to take the girl with no gas tank issues, and I'm actually pretty confident on it that Calvacati gets a win. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level. She can get her hand raised. We get to match like number 8 here. Lightweight male division bout. Both guys making their UFC debut. Didn't know much about them, so I had to do the little flip of the coin there. We got Tommy Grant with a negative 205 and Arthur Minov plus 164. Both guys are undefeated too. 7-0 on one side, 11-0 on the Tommy side. Tommy looks like the better prospect on paper, but again, both these guys, prospects. Don't know anything about them. UFC debut. Don't know what adrenaline dump's going to happen. I'm picking Tommy Grant, but I'm not putting any confidence into this fight. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. He gets his hand raised. Featured prelim bout of the evening is a light heavyweight bout between Tuco Tokos and Ivan Ursulan. Ivan is a negative 172 favor, whereas Tuco is a plus 140 underdog. Tuco is more of an MMA guy. He's well-rounded in all aspects. Ivan is a good boxer, not very good grappler. So I have a feeling Tucos is going to use grappling to his advantage to win that fight. And I think Tucos gets that win, and I cash that plus 140 to the bank. But again, Not very confident on it. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. If you haven't got the whole theme of this card, this is not a very confident card at all, guys. So we'll jump to the main card here. Welterweight bout between Nikolai Venenishkov versus Chaos Williams. Chaos is a negative 124 favorite, whereas Nikolai is a plus 102 underdog. I'm going Chaos Williams here. He's got the better game plan. He's got the better MMA skill set to win this fight. Nikolai, he's a good counter striker, so Chaos got to watch out for that. But I think Chaos just puts it on him and puts him out. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level. He can get his hand raised. Match like number 5 is a bantamweight male division fight. I did not know a lot about either of these guys. Timmy Kwamba versus Bernardo Sopa. Now, Bernardo is a negative 142 favorite. Timmy plus 116. Again, flip of the coin here. Landed on Bernardo here. Again, I don't know a lot about these guys, so I would not put up any money on there unless you're totally risking it. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. Sopa can get his hand raised. Now, there's a catchweight bout between these next two. Modestas Bukakas versus Christian Edward. Christian is making his UFC debut, and he is a plus 250 underdog, whereas Modestas is a negative 325 favorite. Now, Modestas got knocked out with 3 seconds left in his last fight. That was unfortunate, especially because I think I had him on a bunch of parlays last time. But Modestas is very well-rounded, good striker, decent grappler. He's got great arm length and leg length on guys. Christian making his UFC debut against this guy is not a very good one. This is probably easily your almost guaranteed win on here. But again, it's a fight night. Nobody's guaranteed to win. Modestas Bukakas gets his hand raised after this fight. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level. He can get his hand raised. We'll get to the third fight of the evening. Bantamweight bout. Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. Juan Diaz a plus 220 underdog. Wellmaker negative 280 favorite. If Wellmaker didn't lose his last fight to Ewing and being outboxed as one of the elite bantamweight boxers coming into this, or coming into his last fight, he would be a negative 1,000 or higher favorite no matter what. Because every fight of his was like that until Ewing upset him with a crazy under. I didn't even think Ewing could do that. He's fighting a guy in Juan Diaz who is game in the in the bantamweight division, but I think Matthew gets back on there and shows why his hands are dangerous. So can't wait to see that fight on Saturday. It's only probably one of the ones I'm looking forward to just because I'm a big Malcolm Wellmaker guy. So I think Wellmaker gets the win. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level. He can get his hand raised. Co-main event of the evening is a featherweight bout between Du Choi and Daniel Santos. Santos negative 162 favorite. Du Choi plus 132 underdog. Du Choi's got hands, but Santos is just way better and way more well-rounded, so that's why he's got the advantage and why I think he wins the fight. But it is a type of fight that we're going to see who actually advances into the tops of the rankings there, because Santos can make it, and Du Choi has been up there, but recent losses have not been good on Du Choi. Santos is on a tear, so I think Santos is going to win that fight. Featherweight bout, or featherweight main event of the evening. Yes, I rifled this out fast. Here you go. Arnold Allen, negative 138. Costa. Gosh, I cannot say his first name at all. Costa's a plus 112 underdog. Allen, negative 138 favorite. I don't know why the odds makers have it this way. It's got to be because money's coming in on Allen. I do not see him as the favorite. Don't understand how he's the favorite. He's well-rounded, good striking, good gas tank for the featherweight division, but Costa's just been on a tear. His power's too good. His counter-striking's just elite. His strikes are crisp, and his ground game is on the elite side. So I just don't see this being a good matchup for Arnold Allen. I don't see him getting a win under his belt at all. I feel like Costa just gets a big W. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level that happens. Thanks, y'all, for watching for these last, 5 months straight. Great views, great everything. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks with another amazing Philly Fly show. Peace out, y'all.